We got 250 pips on gold today, and I'm gonna show you the news that caused gold to break out, and I'll break down the trade that I took live with all of the traders in Day Trading University. My name is Josh Pavao. I'm a full-time day trader, and I am the owner of Day Trading University. Helped over 25,000 and counting traders. And a good example of Rawi, this comment is funny because it was actually when he said, have a great week, everyone, I'm up $15,000. And this was his last trade, the one that we're breaking down right now. Now let's start with giving us some context. The day before on June 12th, we had this headline come out at 8:02 p.m. I'm not gonna read the whole thing, but basically there was a state of emergency on the home front throughout the entire state of Israel, right? Israel is under attack. This did something to the markets called market fear. It might sound weird, but humans design the markets. There is fear and emotions involved in this stuff, right? Now, fear has a very specific impact on the markets. Just take a look at this massive move on gold at the exact same time that the headline came out, right? Why else do you think gold would take off at 8:02 p.m. Eastern time during Asian session? It's because there was market fear, because gold is what's called a safe haven. And I feel like it's thrown around so much that most traders don't even really know what this means. I want you to imagine that the entire global market is this massive island party. And on this island, you have all different types of tiki huts. You have the stock market tiki hut, right? It's a huge, loud party. The music is blasting. Everyone's having a great time, and the potential for fun is massive. Then you have the crypto market, and the crypto market is wild. There's flashing lights, there's crazy dancing. You could have the night of your life, but you could also lose your entire wallet in a minute. Then way to the back of this island, up on the hill, there's another hut, and it's made of solid stone. It's quiet, it's a little boring, and it's just called gold. Its only real feature is that it's built like a fortress. Now, everyone at the stock market party is having a good time, but suddenly on the horizon, they see a huge storm cloud coming. You hear thunder in the distance. This thunder cloud is the geopolitical news. So what happens to the party? Well, people start getting nervous. They look at their flimsy little tiki hut and they think, this probably isn't gonna hold up in a storm. They start leaving the loud party and they begin walking up the hill to that boring, solid stone hut. They're not going there for the party. They're going because they know it's gonna keep them safe and warm when the storm hits. Similar to how investors will protect their money in something that isn't as volatile because there's a storm coming. The markets work off of supply and demand. When there's more demand for gold, when the investors are going in there, the value of it goes up. This is obviously important to understand as a trader if you want to be buying and selling gold. So going into New York session, I was waiting for headlines. I wanted to see somebody say something to give me a reason to take a trade because I knew that something major happened last night, and during New York session, usually a lot of political speakers want to come out and start making headlines and making comments. That's what I'm paying attention to today. I must have said the word headlines 30 times during today's live call because that's just really what I was focused on. I saw headlines from Trump because I saw headlines from Trump talking about it. It's just something we're going to be paying attention to if we get any headlines. There's a lot of headlines coming out. And then, lo and behold, about 15 to 20 minutes into New York session, we had a couple different things happen. Number one, we had this report come out saying that Iran denies that it launched drones at Israel. And then we see this headline right here that says, an Israeli naval missile ship intercepted 3 drones launched from Iran in the Red Sea. And I'm like, Iran just said they didn't launch any missiles. And now Israel just said they intercepted 3 drones. So this was a little confusing to me. And I was even saying that on the live call. I'm like, this doesn't make sense. Denies Israel reports that Tehran has launched drone towards Israel. And now it says Israeli naval missile ship intercepted 3 drones, but they just denied that. This doesn't make sense to me. So I'm gonna look to see if we get any market fear. And if it sounds like this makes sense to you and you wanna hear my thought process live or even ask me questions, you can trade live with me, with everybody inside Day Trading University. We'll put the link below if you want. It's a 7-day free trial. You can check it out. So we'd love to have you join us. Now, after seeing that headline, I knew that I was looking for gold buys, and I actually entered before this candle even closed here. I'll take a stab at this, see if this holds. The headline came out, gold's breaking higher. And as you can see, it played out beautifully, right to the next zone. So over 100 pips in like 15 minutes, all because one headline caused the markets to go risk off at the exact same time gold pushes higher. One of my biggest takeaways for this is like, we had a massive move the day before. If you missed the move, which I did, understand why it came out so that way when you're trading tomorrow, at least for me, when I'm trading tomorrow, I know what to look for. It's good to know what happened yesterday because what if I saw headlines that was talking about peace talks? Then I would look for the exact opposite direction for gold. But you have to understand what happened the day before. And this was the exact same time. Headlines like this was the reason I took these NASDAQ buys. I broke that trade down in another video. If you want to check it out, you can go watch it right here.